break each of these steps down. You guys ready? I want to give a special honorable mention here to, oh, okay, thank you. CVPL Investments. I was going to say special shout out to Rojas and Taco as my only engagers, but I appreciate you CVPL Investments as well. Obviously, I appreciate Rojas and Taco, but let's get into it, guys. Step 1. Here's what we're going to do. Right now, on this call, we're going to create professional, compelling video to show you just how easy and effective it is, just how easy and effective it can be to generate more video. Sorry, my brain just went on a total trip just now. Right now, we're going to create a professional, compelling video to show you just how easy and effective this can be in generating more business from social media. So we're going to go through the 7-step process together on this call, and we're actually going to create a video outline together on this call. So let's start at part 1. The first part of the 7-step anatomy is the idea. Okay, let's break down the video. The idea is an overarching topic that you'd like to discuss in the video. It's a topic, maybe it's a question, it's a concept. This is the springboard. Everything starts from the idea. Now, to choose a relevant idea, the first thing that you guys should all have decided is your niche, right? So if you don't really know what your niche is, I guess that's the part off the 7-step anatomy, because you should all know who your niche is, who you're trying to attract. But let's take a break for a second, guys. Anybody in the chat, let me know. Residential investors, first-time home buyers, coaches, real estate coaching, mortgages. Which niche do you want to look at? And we'll make a video around that niche. I figured. I saw CVPL Investments was typing, and CVPL Investments was like, it's going to be investing. Okay, so we're going to do investors, right? I figured that would probably be the most prevalent. So just so everyone knows right now, the last workshop that I gave, it was a workshop called the Ridiculously Easy Video Workshop, where I showed how to find great relevant ideas for your videos. You can watch that recording if you reach out to me or Taco after the workshop, and we'll show you how to find those ideas. But for this one, for this example, I'm just going to give you the idea. That's the only thing I'm going to give you right now are the ideas. Okay? So the idea for this video that we're going to create together right now are, can I invest in real estate with a small budget? Okay? So I'm actually going to write it down as we go. Can I invest in real estate with a small budget? Right? So the 7-step anatomy was idea. Step 2. Does anybody remember what step 2 was? Problem. Idea, problem. So the idea is, can I invest in real estate with a small budget? That's the idea of our video. So let me ask you guys a question. At this point in time, with the problem, step 2, this is where we're going to identify the problem that whoever's watching this video, that our viewer, is experiencing as it pertains to the idea. So in this case, for example, what problem is our viewer experiencing that our video is going to solve? And the problem has to be around investing in real estate with a small budget. It might sound like something like, I don't have enough money to start investing in real estate. That might be a problem as it pertains to the idea. So if I'm interested in real estate investing, and I'm watching a video around investing in real estate with a small budget, what problem am I experiencing that would compel me to watch this video? Let me know in the chat. Not enough money. There you go. So not enough money to start, right? That's the idea. That's not the idea. That's the problem. So not enough money to start. So now we've got the idea. We've got the problem. Those are part 1 and 2. Let's get to part 3, which is obviously going to be the solution. Now, at this point in time, we're just conceptualizing what the video is going to look like. We haven't actually started scripting our video yet, but we're just making sure that our video solves a problem instead of just making a video about something. Okay? The solution, obviously, is where you provide a solution that solves the problem that our client is facing. So let me know in the chat, how can we solve the problem in our video? How can we solve the problem of our client not having enough money to start investing? That's their problem. This video is going to solve the problem. How are we going to do that? What are we going to tell them? OPM. Now, please excuse me because I'm a marketer. I'm not an investor. What is OPM? Other people's money. Love that. That's so funny. That's like such a classic thing. It's like got a cool acronym for like other people's money. Explain other people's money. Okay, I know what that means. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you in this video how you don't need to have a bunch of money yourself. You're going to be able to use other people's money. So as long as you have the right connections, the right blah, 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 you can still invest in real estate. Sounds like a pretty swell video, would we say, right? What do you guys think? Okay, let's get to the next part. Now we're actually going to start building up the video together. So the idea is, can I invest in real estate with a small budget? The problem is, I don't have enough money. What am I going to do? And then your solution is, well, you can always use OPM, other people's money. So now let's actually start scripting the video, starting with the hook. The hook is the most important part of the video. I bolded it. I wish I should have made it bigger font. It's very, very important to know. The hook is the most important part of the video. Your first job is to get somebody to watch your video for more than 3 seconds. If you could do that, everything else gets easier. So the question is, how do you make a hook? It's actually very, very simple. You start your video with an intriguing line, with a story. I like to start in the middle of a story. You could surprise your viewer. So for example, when we say starting in the middle of a story, if let's say the first words in your video was, I was so pissed, and then you get back into your story, I was so pissed is not something you say at the beginning of a story. That's the middle of a story. So if you start in the middle of the story, it hooks. Why? Why were you pissed? Tell me, right? It doesn't really matter what you do. There are ways to do this, but the idea is you just got to leave them wanting more. So I like to use templates. Again, I want your life to actually be easy. Not, let me explain it in theory, but now go to like, I don't know, go to your bedroom and try to think of like a good hook example. Here's some templates to use. Here's the process I use to do X. If you want to do X, do Y. Want to see how I use X to do Y? Okay, so guys, take a look at this. Let me know in the chat which hook framework you would like to use for this video. And we're literally going to script it out. And remember, the hook has to work for the problem and the solution. So a good one might be, want to see how I use other people's money to make passive income in real estate or to invest in real estate? That might work. So what hook do you guys want to use? Let me know in the chat. Most of these templates will work. Here's another one. If you're lazy but still want X, do this. I would probably change that to say something like, if you have no money but you still want to invest in real estate, do this. But here are the templates. They're all there for you. Just let me know in the chat which one you want to use. The reason I'm giving you guys the option is because I want you to see that once it's frameworked and it's templatized, there's so many ways to make this work. So many ways to make this work. You're doing X wrong. Okay, so what would X be, Taco? Let's do that one just because you were the first one. You're doing X wrong.
You're doing investing wrong. Try this instead, and that's raising money.
You're doing
real estate investing wrong.
Do this instead.
Do this instead.
What do you guys think?
What do you guys think?
I like that.
I like that.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Good. So the first
part of the video
is you're doing real estate investing wrong. Try this instead. Next takes us to part 5, which is the message. Now the message is the one key takeaway we want our viewer to leave with. Right? A reminder to everybody here, again, anybody who's here at the end of it is going to get a free video edited by us, by our team. Please make sure to stick around for that. The one key takeaway that we want our viewer to leave with is the message. So think of this as a short 3 to 10 word sentence we're teaching our viewer. An example might be, done is better than perfect. That's a message. Or you might have more money than you realize. That's a message. Or you might be able to afford more than you think you can. Those are messages. So in the chat, guys, let me know, what is the message that we want our viewer to be left with? Again, we're making a video about how can I invest in real estate with a small budget? The problem is I don't have enough money to start. The solution is you can use other people's money. The hook is you're doing real estate wrong, do this instead. Now the message, CVPL Investments. I should probably know your name, CVPL Investments. What is your name? So I can...
Cindy.
Cindy, okay.
Cindy, okay.
Cindy. What do we got there? Message. Hi, Cindy. Okay. Guys, what are we thinking? The message of this. Again, 3 to 10 word sentence, something like done is better than perfect. You might have more money than you realize. I anticipate the message will be something like, you don't need to have a lot of money to invest in real estate. That's probably what it's going to be. If I can do it, so can you. Well, I do like that, but the reason it's not compelling is because I don't know anything about you, Cindy. Cindy, maybe you're an absolute superhero, and like, how do I know if you could do it? Like, I want to know something that like if you tell me you don't need to have any money in the bank to invest in real estate, that means something to everyone. That means anyone can do it, right? You could start with $1,000. You could start investing in real estate with $1,000. Okay, I like that also. Okay, that's our message. Nice and simple. Okay. Let's get to step 6 now. Part 6, which we're getting right to the end of it now. This is the example. Now, the whole point of the example is we're going to drive home the message so it sticks better. Now, if you think conversationally, usually what happens is someone says something and then they explain what they've just said. So I might say something like, LeBron James is overrated. And then everyone goes, what? And then you go, bro, remember in 2017 when blah, 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 who was there to pull him out of the whatever? Kyrie. And then, again, maybe my years are off. But, like, you have to say a message followed by an example. That's really all it is. So we're frameworking it. We're templatizing it. But it's just regular conversation. You say something and then you explain it. So we're going to drive home the message. An example could be a story, a cautionary tale, tips and tricks. Just an example. So what example are we going to provide that's going to drive our message home? And you already said it, OPM, other people's money. We're going to explain it. Okay? Now, in the video, I'm going to try my hardest to explain exactly how it works. But forgive me if my information is wrong. Again, I'm a marketer. I'm not an investor. Okay, which brings us to part 7, the call to action. So let's look at what we've got right now, 1 to 6. We've got idea, problem, solution, hook, message, example, and then call to action, right? So can I invest in real estate with a small budget? That's the idea. The problem is I don't have enough money to start. The solution is you can use other people's money. The hook is you're doing real estate investing wrong. Do this instead. The message is you can start investing in real estate with as little as $1,000. The example is there's something called OPM, other people's money, where blah, 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 blah. Finally, we're getting to the call to action, which is the end of it. This is where we tell our viewers what they should do after watching our video. The action that we want them to take might depend on the type of video that we were creating. For example, if you think about the last video that you shared with your friend or your spouse, depending on the relationship that you have with your friend or spouse, oftentimes it might be educational, oftentimes they're funny videos, right? So for an educational video, usually you save educational videos. I want to go back to this, right? So if it's an educational video, we might say, don't forget to save this video. For a funny video, you might say, share this video. For a video about how to accurately price a home, we might say, comment the word value to see what your house is really worth in today's market. Again, every video has a call to action. You just got to figure out, what do I want my people to do after seeing this video? So here's some examples, but I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. Let me know which call to action, after I'm making a video about how you can use other people's money to invest in real estate with as little as $1,000, what do I want my viewer to do after they've watched this video? While you guys are thinking of this, I want to go back to something that's something before when Cindy mentioned, if I can do it, you can too. Really, this is the thing. When it comes to a message, the message doesn't, people try to make something sound good, and it doesn't have to sound good. It just has to be powerful. So it's less about how it sounds good, and it's more about giving the right information. So an example I like to give is, if you ask somebody who, God forbid, lost a loved one, right? If somebody's trying to write a book and explain the pain that someone's experiencing of someone who's lost a loved one, but they themselves haven't, they're going to try to be eloquent and beautiful and like explain, like, and it felt like my heart was floating into the abyss. But at the end of the day, like, I heard someone talking about this, they lost their family. It was terrible, terrible. And he said it's like living without a limb. Like, it never gets easy. It never stops, but you just learn to live without it, right? So there's nothing eloquent about that, but I get it, because you've gone through the pain, and there's no better way to say it than just telling us what you feel. So the thing is with the message, it's rely more on your expertise to say something that's obvious to you when it comes to the message, as opposed to trying to lean into wordplay and eloquence. Anyway, call to action, Cindy's saying, DM me. I like that. So what are they DMing you for, though? Cindy, tell me, what are they DMing you for? DM me to learn how you can, DM me to learn how you can start real estate, investing in real estate with as little as, or I say with other people's money. Okay, great. That's what we've got. So now here's our video script. This is the 7 steps. The idea is, can I invest in real estate with a small budget? The problem is there's not enough money to start. I don't have enough money to start. The solution is, well, you can use other people's money. The hook, you're doing real estate investing wrong. Do this instead. The problem, the message. Did you know that you can start investing in real estate with as little as $1,000? The example, it's called other people's money. What it means is you could do this, you can take out, you can leverage other people's money, find the right deals, and blah, 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 blah. Call to action. DM me to learn how you can start investing in real estate with other people's money. That's our video script. Okay? So now that we've got that, we're going to go and make a video together using the Sphere social media platform. And this is why it's important that everybody here stays to the end before they get their video, because we've made a script together on this call. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go into the actual Sphere social media platform so you can see it.
Thanks for checking out Sphere social media. The platform you're about to experience is literally the industry's easiest way to create real estate videos. To demonstrate just how simple it is to use, we're going to be creating a custom social media video just for you, free of charge. To claim your free video, the next step is to choose your niche. After you choose, I'll ask a niche-specific question. Just answer that.
So we chose investors. So remember the video as, the idea was, can I invest? Oh, let me change that camera. That is a bad angle. The question was, can I invest in real estate with a small budget? And we're going to answer that question. But inside the platform, we're actually going to write the notes, right? So the hook was, you're doing real estate investing wrong. Do this instead. Right? The message was, you can start investing in real estate with as little as $1,000. Example was, explain other people's money, and the call to action was, DM me to learn how you can start investing in real estate with other people's money. That is it. That's our video, guys. So looking at this, we just scripted a video, we put it into the platform, we did 1, 2, 3, wrote it out, and we're actually going to click record. At this point in time, sounds simple enough? What are you guys thinking? Love it. Okay. Now, remember, when you have the idea, I could give you another idea. Let's say, why is real estate investing such a powerful way to build wealth? And you can very quickly off the top of your head be like, okay, the hook is, let's say with you're doing real estate investing wrong, or here's 3 reasons why real estate investing is the most powerful way to build wealth. Then your message is, there's nothing like building long-term financial success than real estate investing. And then the example, other people invest in stocks, but the problem with that is it's volatile and this and that, as opposed to real estate is tangible and and that's why real estate is amazing. Call to action is, follow me for more real estate investing tips like this. So when you get the idea, you just, it's so fast, so easy. Right off the top of my head, in about 20 seconds, let's say, we just scripted another video. Okay? So let's do this one. Okay, so here's how you make a video with Sphere social media. You're doing real estate investing wrong. Try this instead. Did you know that you can start investing in real estate with as little as $1,000 in your bank account? It's called OPM, or other people's money. If you know how to source the right blah, 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 explain other people's money and depth, and show your expertise like this, and then all you got to do is just talk about other people's money, which you can do in your sleep. DM me to learn how you can start investing in real estate with other people's money. And that's it. You're doing real estate investing wrong. Listen to it back if I like it, let's say yes. Send it in.
And that's it. Your answer has already been submitted, and our video editors are currently working hard to get your video ready for your social media channels. Before you go, check out our portfolio of finished examples so you know what to expect.
We're not going to do that now. But to answer your question, Taco, yes, you could do it on your phone. So the question opens up. You just answer the question. Bob's your uncle. That's it. Okay? So now we've got our script. I'm going to make sure afterwards that I'm going to make sure that you guys get the link in just a moment to get your free video. You can make your own script if you'd like, or if you want, you can literally use the same script that we just spoke about today. Again, hook, you're doing real estate investing wrong. Do this instead. Message, you can start investing in real estate with as little as $1,000. Example, explain the OPM, and then call to action is DM me. You can use it. You can do it yourself. But basically, if you want to go and get your free video, please go to spheresocialmedia.com. Let me actually go forward and grab that link, and I'll put it into the chats. There we go, guys. Okay, so go and make your video. Try it out. It's totally free again for the people on this call. We're scripting your video. We just did it. You can either do it yourself, but either way. Okay, so now let's move on. Do you guys see how streamlined this can be? Right? Once you have an idea, the challenging part is, how do I know what to talk about? And that's really what Sphere Social Media does entirely. If you want, you can also get the recording for the last workshop that we did, where we show you how to find your video ideas so easily. But Sphere Social Media gives you these ideas. And when you have an idea, the first step, everything else is easy. You have everything that you need to create videos like this. And these videos will actually generate business as long as you start with a hook. Really, honestly, it's just a hook and a call to action are so freaking important. Because when people, it makes me cringe. Hi, I'm Oliver, just here to talk about a little bit about real estate investing. So it's like, oh my God, Jesus. Like, you spent 10 seconds telling me who you, like, I don't really care who you are. And like, even if I do, like, the only reason I care about who you are is because I already know who you are. And like, you're a friend of mine. So there's no reason to tell me who you are. Just get into the stuff. Start with, you don't need money to invest in real estate. Let me show you how. Start with that, right? So as long as your call to action is right, as long as your hook is right and engaging, as long as you start with something like, he thought he could afford nothing, but he didn't know how wrong he was. Start in the middle of a story. Start with something better than, hi, Facebook family. Frickin' A, man. It gets me so worked up. Anyway, as long as your hook is right, your call to action is right, you'll be okay. But it all starts with the idea. So guys, knowing this, are you ready to start creating amazing videos so that you can dominate your market, allowing you to enjoy the lifestyle that you deserve without sacrificing your time and money? Do you guys, like, actually tell me in the chat, do you feel like this breakdown of what a video should look like will take your social media strategy, again, if implemented, over the top? Because that is the whole idea. Guys, we're not trying to make things complicated. We're not trying to give you another job. We're not trying to entertain you. I hope you're entertained. That's not the point of this. We're trying to give you a framework that you can take, use, and go, and build and scale. Not be entertained, guys. That's it. I want you to create videos, get more of a following, make a better life. That's what we want. So let's take this a step further, guys. You can either create the videos by yourself, find your own ideas, strategize what your videos will look and sound like, edit your videos, add the background music, or we could work with you. What Sphere Social Media does, we help real estate professionals take their videos to the next level. And the way we do that is we give you all of the ideas you need. Every week, there's new ideas in your inbox. You click on a link, opens up, question asked, that's it. Okay? You just click submit, we take care of the editing. The software, don't worry about it. The technology, don't worry about it. The design, don't worry about it. Here's the important step also, the social media strategy. Every Friday, we're running calls, particularly for the people who start out with us, to go through this 7-step framework to say, what are your videos like next week? Let's actually script them out with you. And it just takes a few minutes, but that way you're always on track and you don't have to. Some people prefer just going off the cuff. That's totally fine. But if you want to use the 7-part framework, but you're like, I don't have time, I don't really know how to do it, come to the calls or don't come to the calls. It doesn't matter. But there's consistency, right? Every week you get your link. It's easy to strategize. Just come to the calls. We'll do it together. So easy. So that's what we're going to be able to do. And that's what we do. So instead of the stress and hours it's currently taking you to make videos, if we're being honest, that is more likely you're just not making videos. Because let's be real, if it's taking you hours and hours and stress and thousands, like, I think it's more likely that someone's spending thousands of dollars and spending hours and hours. So it doesn't have to take you hours and it doesn't have to cost you thousands. Because we can take care of all of that stress, all of that time, just take it from you and put it over here, and it will be gone. And that's what we're trying to do here with Sphere Social Media. This is why we designed it. We want to be the industry's freaking easiest way to create unbelievable social media videos. So here are a couple of examples, and you will see the framework that we discussed today. Again, maybe not absolutely perfectly executed, but the idea is, the point is that these videos have direction. So let's take a listen.
Don't wait. Major moves. Why now is the best opportunity to dive into homeownership? Let me give you a piece of advice I'm giving all my closest friends and family members. And now I'm giving it to you, my listeners, my many thousand millions of listeners. But seriously, you will likely be better off getting it now than waiting. The major pundits are.
I'm going to pause it there. Again, not the most perfectly executed, because if I would have wanted him to just get into the video, but he said you're better off getting in now than waiting. That was his message, right? Let's listen to Lissa here.
Problem in our industry.
Hook.
Well, it's the agents that are looking for their own paycheck and their own commission over your needs.
Message.
And your real estate goals. So a good agent that's an
Example.
and pay attention to what you're looking for and really hone in and use their skills to get you the house or the price that you want if you're selling. They're not looking to hurry the process along. They really want you to get what you need and be happy in the end. They're going to be willing to negotiate to get you the best deal. And if the house isn't right for you and it doesn't work out, that's okay. They're going to be ready to find the next house that is going to work for you. Follow me for more tips and
CTA. There you go. Okay, ready? Hook, message, example, call to action. So that's it. Guys, Sphere Social Media is a platform service designed to help real estate agents, brokers, coaches, and investors create social media videos in literally less than 10 minutes per week without having to learn a new skill. That's the step. It's easy, it's quick, and you don't have to learn anything new. Step one, we ask. Like, can I invest in real estate without taking on any risk? You just ask a question. Step two, you answer the question and click submit. If you don't love your answer, just try it again, but just answer the question. Step three, we edit your answers and turn them into social media videos that are sized to be posted on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Facebook Reels, on Instagram Reels, any platform that you want. That's it. We ask, you answer, we edit. Just like that. Bam, bam, bam. So this is what it looks like in action. You'll receive an email like this. It says, here are this week's questions. It'll tell you question 1, question 2. You could just take a look at the question, click that link to get the questions, and then it opens up.
Directly to my actual questions. How do you overcome rejection in real estate and stay resilient?
I'm just going to fast forward because that's it. This is what the final product looked like after that.
It's really important to recognize that nothing is personal. Oftentimes when we call other people and we try to...
That's the idea. Just answer the question. So easy, right? Creating videos is hard. Creating videos is hard. Creating content is hard. Editing content is hard. Answering questions is not. It's not hard to answer questions. So these videos can be totally customized. You choose from a library of templates. We add the B-roll. We take care of it. We brand it with your colors, right? We add the background music that fits your brand, your style. And here's what people love about Sphere Social Media. It removes the need to think about videos. It takes everything off your plate. No schedules, no thinking of content ideas, no setting aside a couple hours a week. It just gets done. Number two is it's so easy and it's so fast. It takes literally 10 minutes. It requires very little preparation if you want to script your videos. And if you didn't want to script your videos, it takes zero preparation. It actually works because clients report that they start having more conversations with qualified leads and their sphere of influence within the first month. And it solves the entire problem of videos. Thinking about what to talk about, solved. It's time consuming, solved. Expensive to edit, solved. Fancy equipment, solved. Difficult to stay consistent, solved. Everything that's difficult, that's holding you back from creating videos, it's solved. That's what people love about this, okay? Craig over there said this changed his business. Literally changed his business. Liam said, once you've done this, once you said it, you can forget it. He even took it a step further. He had a VA that he was working with. We send the videos directly to his VA. So we signed on, answered the questions in 8 minutes, he said. And then it was just on his social media. Leslie said this is the greatest platform she's ever seen. And Sandy said it's been a great benefit to his business and everyone. Let me take a breath here. Does anybody again, assuming finances worked out, everything like that, does this sound like something that people would be interested in? What do you guys think about this? Love it. Now, while you guys are doing this, I also want to know, because what I want is, even if you guys decide not to work with us, I want to see that you guys can start making videos after this as well. I love that, Cindy. I appreciate you. I want to know that you guys are going to be able to make videos after this as well. So I really, really want you guys that even if you're not going to be using Sphere Social Media, you're going to make videos. So can you guys commit to either working with Sphere Social Media or using these strategies to make your own videos? Because honestly, like obviously I'd rather you work with us, but if you're not going to work with us and you're going to make videos using my strategies, that's still a win for me. It's not a win to just be like, I'm not going to work with you. I'm not going to make videos. I'm not going to do anything to move my life forward, but I'm just going to struggle still. Like, that's not a win. That's not a win. So let's get into the pricing, guys. For 2 videos per week, it's $497 per month. So if you, again, wanted every week a new link sent with 2 videos, meaning 2 questions per week, it's $497 a month. If you wanted to absolutely dominate your market and post 5 videos per week, it's $997 per month. Again, full transparency, the 5 videos will probably take you more like 15 minutes a week to film. Again, maybe not, honestly, because that's assuming it takes 3 minutes per answer and you only have 1.5 minutes. But that's kind of the idea. So 2 videos per week is $497 a month. 5 videos per week is $997 per month. Now, at this point in time, we've changed it, by the way. Since last time we spoke, we added something here. Most agents and investors I speak with say the same thing at this point. They go, wow, it looks awesome. I just need to think about it. And that's, again, totally fine. I understand it. I don't like making big purchases on the spot either. And I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend that $500 a month isn't a big purchase. It is. So we sat down and we thought, how do we make this as compelling and risk-free and effortless? And as Alex Ramosi said, make an offer so good that people feel stupid saying no to it. How do we do that? And here's what we came up with. First off, month to month. It's got to be month to month. Because if at the end of the month, you're not overwhelmed and obsessed and being like, this is like everything I needed and more, just cancel. And if we're not willing to do that, then like the product isn't good enough. So it's month to month, because to be honest, I know that when you start, you're going to love it. I just know it. Okay. What we're up against internally, just so you know, is that this hasn't been done before. And so our biggest challenge is, how do we show people that there's something that is not easy, still hard, but an easy version of hard? How do we show them that it's actually easy and that it's actually good? And the answer is, we'll just make it as effortless as possible. So no contracts. And then finally, 7-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Because honestly, I got tired of people being like, well, let me just speak to my cousin's dog's best friend's freaking pet rock. It's like, fine. And then it's always like, well, we're not sure. It's like, just get in the door and then you're going to love it. Like, help me help you. 7-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. That's it. That's it. Okay? If you would like us to reach out to you, I want you to do one of the 3 things. Number 1, DM me on Instagram, which, by the way, I would very much urge you and appreciate you to go and follow me on Instagram. Oliver.Bohr. Please go and follow me on Instagram. Direct message me on Instagram if you want to talk about this. Or you can write the word me in the chat and I'll reach out to you. Or you can just text me at 647-723-4376. Again, 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. Okay? No contracts. I'm running out of ways to make this more of a no-brainer. If you think of any way that I can, let me know. Okay? Oh, yeah, also a free video. So free video, 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. And I mean no questions asked. I'm not interested in, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And no contract. Okay? And again, there's a serious offer. If you think of any way that I can make this more of a no-brainer, I do implore you, please let me know. If you did want to just get started, you can just go to spheresocialmedia.com and click that little white button over there, get started, and it will automatically show you how to get started. So you can do that as well. And finally, as a final slide, please do connect with me. Go and follow me on Instagram, Oliver.Bohr. Text me again, 647-723-4376. Send me an email, but most importantly, just follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. And that way we're building and we're growing together. And that's what I love about this network. So thank you so much, Taco, for having me on.
No, man, thank you, dude. I love your stuff. You know, we're working together already, so man, any opportunity to share what you're doing, I think is great. And this is what like this community's for, right? To help kind of people learn about other stuff that is happening around us. And I think all of the pieces when it comes to real estate investing, you know, which is what we're doing, there's like, you need the contractor, you need the social media person to help drive your message through to your social networks. You need realtors, you need insurance guys, you need mortgage brokers, you need all the pieces. And that's why I'm trying to build this community to include a lot of the pieces. And this is one of these pieces. And, you know, I could bring on anybody to talk about different stuff, but a lot of the guys that I know, they're going to tell you how to edit your video or how to like set up stuff on Canva and stuff like this. Like meeting you and seeing this, like how shit simple you've made this process is exactly what I'm trying to do on the renovation side of things for real estate investors, right? Renovations is the most complex problem. I'm trying to make it turnkey, and you've already made this piece super turnkey.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. Well, like I said earlier, anytime that there's a status quo that something is difficult and challenging and expensive, there's an opportunity, because if you can solve that, like, you can't compete with this. You just cannot compete with a free, with a cheap, I'll say, affordable, effortless. You just can't compete with it.
It's like less than $70 for a video. Like, where are you going to do the filming, the editing, the putting all your captions in there, doing the B-rolls, all of that stuff? Like, you're going to take some time to do it.
Well, I want to add to that, because that is one way of looking at it. But really what it is, it's all of the time back. Usually people are stuck between, do I either spend hours doing this or just forget about it? And usually people say, I'm just going to forget about it, which is actually the worst of all of the options. Just saying I'm not going to do anything to solve it. The second worst of the options is I'm going to solve it, but I'm going to spend hours doing it. That's the second worst option. And so it's like, let's do it and get all of those hours back. So yeah, you're paying for the video, but really what you're paying for is the ideas done, the support, the calls, right? It's just everything. It's just done, like hours and hours and hours. Roas, if you find a good example online, can I share it with your team to duplicate, copy similar style? Yes, assuming it's not super hyper complex. Blah, blah, blah. If it's a standard style, absolutely you can do that. Yeah. But I will, again, I want to always, this is an example of me always wanting to put my best foot forward and not try to get the sale first. Before you do end up signing up with us, I would like to see an example to verify that we can actually do that before you do hand your money over. Again, 99% of videos out there shouldn't be a problem, but just better safe than sorry. But yes, we can. That's the short answer.
Does anybody have any questions
either on Sphere social media or on video editing as a whole, or video creation, I should say, really more as a whole? I see Mike and Rojas are typing there.
Let's chat.
We got Rojas. Okay, good man.